There's clock punchers and there are people that are passionate about what they do, right? Even if you end up leaving here tomorrow, at least you have this knowledge to take with you for the rest of your life, yeah? If she was like sick, if she had cancer or something, or like some sort of disease and we knew she was gonna die, then at least we would have been prepared for it. But she died eating her favorite dessert. We are in the business of feeding people. But I want to give people more credit. It's not that they don't care, they don't understand. If you don't live with somebody with food allergies, you say, oh, you're allergic to something. That sucks. Can't eat this, can't eat that. But you don't actually realize how serious that is, right? We've been conditioned to think over the years that if you do the EpiPen, you're good to go. I can go play a basketball game and everything. That is not the case. EpiPen buys you enough time to make it to the emergency room. And I commend Joey's for the fact that they've actually put now in their training mandate that you guys have to learn how to use Epis. That's amazing. If you treat an allergen like raw chicken juice, you're going to be sure that you're going to take the proper precautions. So first I want to get into what the differences are between a food allergy and a food intolerance, because there's a huge difference. A food allergy actually occurs when the immune system thinks a food's protein is harmful. Right? So to defend itself, it creates these antibodies, and these antibodies are called IgE. These IgE cells are attached to something called a mast cell. Now, I know it's getting real Bill Nye up in here. Who knows who Bill Nye is? So instead of you guys looking at this, I decided to use my Photoshop skills and put that in there. So that's what a mast cell is. It's basically, it's a military, it's an army, right? They're ready and they're defending themselves. So what happens is the food protein sticks to these IgE cells. And when that happens, the army goes, okay, there's a threat in here, let's deploy all of our soldiers. That makes sense, right? So an allergic reaction or anaphylaxis is actually, it's a war, it's a battle that's happening inside your body. Are there any allergies at this table? But what I'd like to do is actually increase that to say, are there any life-threatening allergies at this table? And the more they say yes, the more questions you should ask. And the more they say yes, the more questions you should ask. I know when the build times are getting long and that screen is red and like, you know, like everybody's weeded. When everybody's weeded, it's a disaster, right? But you can't let that take away from how you take care of your guests. Because the last thing you want is someone to have a reaction in this building, because that shuts the whole place down. This is literally what I do now. It is my job to talk about how my sister died. I've made that my purpose right now. Everything else is so trivial now. However, everything that I've done in my life, working in television, working in the restaurant industry, has led up to what I'm doing now. That's why I call the organization Fate. So.